Welcome back to another episode of Down at 216, hosted by your boy Will here, man. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling today? As we get into another interesting video topic. Now look, so I know y'all ain't seen my face in a minute, and I have missed a lot, but an interesting topic that we need to unveil, and I want to get it out the way, and I think it's going to be a topic that's going to go throughout the next 4 months up until the end of August, where the Browns make their roster cut downs and shit, maybe even into the season. Will the Cleveland Browns blackball Shedeur Sanders? Let's find out. Do you guys think the Cleveland Browns will blackball Shedeur Sanders? And what I mean by that is, do you guys think that they won't give Shedeur a fair opportunity to show that he's clearly better? Now, I know, pause, that it sounds a tad bit delusional for the Browns if they see that he's the better quarterback and for them not to play him. So let's just call a spade what it is. Because if you want to deny that the Browns wouldn't do this and how dare they blackball, you know, they are obviously a QB-needing team. And with them being in the QB-needing team, why would they blackball the QB that they need to prove a point for the National Football League? The Cleveland Browns won't do that, right? Okay, cool. That's the common knowledge, the common logic to think with. But this story really hasn't been common. Like, this was a first-round pick. I don't care what nobody's talking about. Like, all that, Shedeur Sanders was a fifth-round. That's his contract, dog. His pick is irrelevant. Even if he was a first-round pick, and if he was trash and they made a mistake and they cut him, they cut him. You know what I'm saying? But all that, he's a fifth-round pick garbage. Throw that out the window, bro. Like, he's clearly, obviously, a top 3 quarterback in this draft. Let's just call a spade what it is. He's obviously a top 3 quarterback in this draft. If you take him and you swap him out with a Jackson Dart or anybody like that, you will still be like, hey, Shedeur Sanders is still clearly a top 3 quarterback, if not a top 2 quarterback in this draft. I think he's still the second best QB. Honestly. So, and I'm not saying that with biasness. I'm not saying that because he's a Cleveland Brown. I honestly don't understand the dislike they have for this young man. This is a guy that has never done anything wrong. This is a team that's took in Johnny Manziel. They took in Baker Mayfield. Both these efforts ran from the damn police. Shedeur Sanders has no history of doing that. None whatsoever. So, why is he being treated this way? It's to do with his dad. They see what LeBron James and Bronny got going on, and they don't want that. So would they make Shedeur earn it a little longer, try a little harder? We shall see, man. I'm honestly, I wouldn't rule out anything. You know, Shedeur might be outperforming Dylan Gabriel and gotta outperform him twice just because he's Shedeur Sanders. Look at what they're making him go through, y'all. Look at what they're making him go through. Why would we rule that out right now? It looks like they're going to try to make him earn it. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing right now, dog? Y'all really trying your hardest to light a fire under a kid. And let me stop calling him a kid because we the same age. Y'all really trying to light a fire under a young man that don't need a fire lit under him. He's already motivated. He was raised right. Look at how Deion raises his kids. You think Shedeur Sanders needs extra added motivation? This is all super silly, dog. Like, super silly. And I'm just gonna come out and call it, you know, some people might dislike this video. Some people might go against it. And I honestly don't care. Because I'm gonna sit out and I'm gonna call it what it is before the whole world see it. This is straight trying to prove a point, collusion. Shedeur Sanders should have never failed to the 5th round, and that is going to continuously be the story for the rest of the season. And as Browns fans, you guys should be very happy that we fortunately got blessed with this good quarterback that he's about to be. He's about to be a top 15 QB in this league. Period, point blank. Regardless if you like the kid or not, he's gonna be a top 15 QB in this league. Why is he going to be a top 15 QB? Because he has all the intangibles. He has the work ethic, and he has the fire, and he has the leadership ability to hold himself accountable. So when he does have down moments, he can bring himself up. He's not blaming anybody else. He's not blaming a coach. So I feel like the Browns, we're gonna be in. Hey, hold me if I'm wrong, and y'all anti-Shedeur, hang me by the cross, baby. Hang me. I'll be the first person. I'm wrong, but I just really feel like this is gonna be very, very silly. This Shedeur Sanders situation is going to make the NFL look very, very silly. And I know it's going to be it's two different scenarios, but just look at Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, he was blackballed by the league, and nobody talks about it, dog. Like Atlanta Falcons, they got Michael Penix with a left arm. They could have had Lamar LJ 2 times winning MVP Jackson. They said, nah, we're good. Y'all expect me to believe that these teams is making football decisions? They took Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins. They say, no, we good. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be very, very interesting to monitor. You can see Shedeur Sanders' camp is already not his camp. That's another thing. Let's nip that shit up. Just because somebody is close to Shedeur Sanders don't mean it's him saying it. We did this with Deshaun Watson, where we try to take family members and friends' quotes and put words in people's mouths where they didn't say a damn thing. Speaking of Deshaun Watson, I hate to talk about him, but we can pay attention that he's at OTA. So when y'all went out y'all way to say he was faking an injury, despite him being trash at football, when y'all say he was faking an injury and only here for money, like shit like that is dead wrong. Excuse my language. Stuff like that is dead wrong. That's where we go back to the same. We're doing this all over again with Shedeur Sanders. People are monitoring these practice reports to see if the Browns are going to blackball him, y'all. Every day we have never, even with Deshaun Watson, we have never had a full chart of how people is doing in practice. Never. We have never did that. Ever. Today, second day of OTAs, Shedeur Sanders, 7-9, 3 TDs. Dillon Gabriel, 2 TDs, 1 pick. So, we're going to see, man. We're going to see. I think it's going to be very interesting to say the least. I hope I am wrong, but it does seem like they're going to try their best to blackball him. And I think it's going to be to the point where it's going to be too obvious, where they're going to have to play him. The players are going to demand it. The city of Cleveland is going to demand it. I don't know if you guys have it, or, if you haven't been to the city of Cleveland. We're very familiar and very close with the way we act to Philadelphia. When somebody is not doing something, or we want somebody, if Joe Flacco, Dillon Gabriel, or Kenny Pickett is out there and they don't look like a starting quarterback, there is going to be hell raised. Repeat with me. Raised for Shedeur Sanders to play football. So we're going to see, man. We're going to see. Somebody's got to get fired. That's all I'm going to say. It's your boy, Will, down in 216. Hit the down like button.